Got that feeling again that I forgot something. What did I forget? Hi, it's me, Scott. We got a microphone, got desktop audio. I paused the thing, the lights are on. Bathroom door's closed. It's the most important part of streaming. I don't know, maybe we did it. Anyway, hi, it's me, Scott. I don't really want to work on anything today, but we're gonna just spend some time, see what we can do. It's a beautiful wallpaper from yesterday. I do actually, let's take a moment to do something. Because we have this. We have our little wallpaper setter friend. But the thing that's a bit annoying. What is this? What? Oh, that's this wallpaper script. Yeah, so the thing about this wallpaper script, or module, is it really just downloads an executable, I think? Right? Interestingly. Yeah, that just runs that, and then there's a Mac OS. So they have executables, but I don't know. I don't really need that, and it does make it a little annoying if I want to try to package this in some way, and then I still need that executable, and it's just not quite ideal, you know? So we could just use the reg command, the registry, Reginald. It's just reg, right? Yeah, and just find the right registry key, because that's all you have to do to set wallpaper, I'm pretty sure. And then we don't need that other dependency, which would simplify things slightly. I don't actually know, like in terms of stuff like the env file and things like that, if you make an executable out of a node project, what happens with stuff like that? I don't really know. I mean, maybe it doesn't matter that much. I just want to, you know, I think I just want a button. I think I just want a button on this Stream Deck that will do the thing. And so is it going to run node and then the node script wherever it's installed? I guess it could. I just would like to maybe package it up in a way. So much of the nonsense here is just like dealing with 15 calls to, you know, the thing. What's the thing? Unsplash? But maybe it doesn't matter. Oh, I don't know how to. Well, this would be a different one, right? So this is useless. Useless. So, yeah, you know, I think I just want a wallpaper button. Is that a crime? The wallpaper button would just have to do this, basically. There is a bit of a delay, which would be nice to have. Kyle, how's it going? It would be nice to have a way on the Stream Deck to like push a button and get a little spinner or something to know. Did it not work? What happened? Are our clips broken? What a catastrophe. TTV clip broken. Busted. Okay, let's look at that quickly because it's probably just a side effect of all the stuff we did yesterday. Kind of surprised. I mean, I'm not surprised that something is broken because we did kind of a total refactor of that and then did not test all the pieces. Probably not too hard to fix though, right? It really is probably just, it's probably this dot. If I had to guess right this minute, it would be this dot. Yeah, so how do I want to bundle? Like I've definitely done other projects where I've used this package called, I think it's called package. There's two of them, PKG package and Zexe, Z-E-X-E, for making node modules into standalone executables. I just don't quite know how that works if you have an env. Yeah, and then since this one, again, calls that goofy external doodad. Just don't quite know how that would work. Or we just leave it node-like. Okay, so what is broken? We do this, and then we do this, and we do this, followed by this, and we do this, and I say, please do that same clip again. Just the exact same one you just did, if you wouldn't mind. Kyle. And it's probably gonna say, you forgot the this dot. That's my prediction. As argument, yeah. So it is a missing this dot for sure. Did we not break image as well? No. Oh, right, it's just for the mute. Got it. Okay. Video police, refresh. Okay, one more time, and hopefully that fixed it. Oh my gosh, look at that. Incredible. Why do I look like that? Oh no. Okay, seems okay, right? All good. Thumbs up. Thumbs up from Kyle. So the thing, yeah, what do I want to do? I just want this to be the least annoying thing. And in some ways, the least annoying thing would just be just an executable. Just a nice standalone executable. Maybe. You know, it'd be 85 times bigger than we wanted it to be. But it's such a trivial little thing. Alternatively, we just have like our local little server and it just knows how to do this stuff. That is also an alternative. Is what would that get us? That would get us like a little local command handler. That thing could locally be like the back end of bot made this. It could handle all the Stream Deck stuff. It could handle lighting stuff. That could be a thing. You know, could be a thing. I don't know. I also maybe just don't want to think about it right now. Why didn't the wallpaper change? There it is. A nice lizard. Mm-hmm. Cause a memory leak. 6 hours into stream, it started to lag. Memory leak in a traditional sense is not a thing in JavaScript. It's memory leak is more like if you're in a language where you're allocating, you know, like you deliberately allocate memory and then you don't manually free it. There's nothing that we're doing like that. I don't even know if that concept exists in JavaScript. There may be some way. But we do so little. If there was a problem like that, it would be Chrome was 99%. Under OBS? Well, is it being run as an OBS overlay or as a standalone Chrome? And that would be, wait, 99% memory or 99% CPU? You would see this OBS browser page exe. These are the actual, if it's as a browser overlay, which I don't know. This is what it would be. But to be clear, was it 99% memory usage or 99% CPU usage? Okay. I mean, the short answer is, you know, we're just wrapping the players from YouTube and Twitch, so they could be doing terrible things, and we would not really have any control over that. if it was an external copy, like an external copy of Chrome that was being composited in, but hard to imagine that it's anything we're doing, because of what, you know, we're almost doing nothing. %90 GPU. $557. $557. 15.
Yeah, it's super stuttery, dude. Something's wrong. Always run OBS in admin mode. What is going on, dude? What is going on here?
Look at that. Is that a banana?
I feel like the stream is gonna crash. Oh wait, okay, I just switched scenes and came back and it seems fine now. No, we're still running at 99%. Oh, you guys don't see it stutter?
99% GPU
I don't know, it was
usage?
giving me the encoding overload. And it says it's running at 99%. Very high power usage.
Wait, but what is? OBS is? Oh, he's gonna show a screen.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's super stuttery, dude. Something's wrong. It's GPU, 99% GPU. Look.
Does he push this button right here to be able to see what it's... Oh no! I accidentally jumped the wrong place. Oh no, I was trying to click the play button. What a disaster.
Yeah, it's super GPU. Drops. So I don't know what's different. Oh, that's not good. What if we go to... What if we go to,
Do we see any more, or was that it?
There's Alpha's thing. I feel like that might be. I don't know what something's wrong. Video, Kyle? Eat food. I'm waiting for Kyle to start the video.
Yeah.
Do you
So
guys watch the other YouTube videos? I feel like you pick the same ones over and over.
the so you know when you look in here, that's just the main it's not a main process. I mean, it might not be the right term for Windows, but anyway, if you spin this down, you can see what's doing what, and if they have the video police as a browser overlay, it will show up as its own process. So it would be one of these. I mean, I run it I've had it up all the time, but it's not used very much, you know? So it could be some problem internally. It could be some problem with the Twitch embed. Yeah, so that might help to be able to tell what's what. I can't imagine that these would be like do you want to just play a clip or something? That would even use GPU at all? Normally it would be I mean, you know, just like the main actual process. But it's a little hard to say. A little hard to say. I clearly, oh boy. But yeah, if it was one of these, then that would help now. Like, okay, there's our Buck Bunny, so presumably one of these. They're all pretty minimal. It's kind of lame that you can't tell which is which. Yeah, they all seem pretty minimal. Yeah, sure. I mean, there certainly could be some problem with the YouTube player or some problem with the Twitch player that it just over time will cause a nightmare. The easy answer probably in the like browser overlay would be to turn on this shutdown source when not visible and refresh browser source when scene becomes active. And then if you just toggled it, you know, clicked the eyeball on and off in OBS, it should reset it. But it's also, you know, it could also be 5,000 other things, unfortunately. It could be anything. It could be these two birds in a tree. 3 birds. There's actually another secret bird there. It could be this desert. It could be this lighthouse with no light on it. It could be these hot air balloons. It could be this ice flow. It could be this city. It could be this wave. All these things, any one of these things could be causing problems. Could be, it's probably not that. Could be that arch. Could be that blurry ocean. I gotta get somewhere like this. I haven't gone on any adventures this year. I can't believe it's almost the end of May and nothing has happened in my entire life except for work. I gotta get to a place like this. Should I buy a Subaru Outback and just go? Just get rid of all my stuff, get a Subaru Outback and just go here, wherever this is. I think so. No more computers. No more streams. Oh, the stream outside, I guess. Or this probably counts as a beach, right? Beach hot tub swimming pool. I could just go here and stream beach hot tub swimming pool. So I don't fish, but that's kind of for different reasons. Camping I don't do much of, but I like, in terms of being outdoorsy, like there's tons of places around here for really nice day hikes. So not tons of overnight camping just because the day hike is like, everything's so close. You can go to some beautiful place and just hike for the day and come back, which is mostly my preference. So like, yeah, normally all through the spring, summer, and fall, I would be going on like hiking adventures, but you know, not there yet. I get my second shot in a week, but I don't know if it'll work for me because I don't know. The main problem is like it's a social activity for me, and I'm not a very social person, but I usually have like one person that I do things with, and I just haven't had a activity partner for, you know, a year and a half or whatever, except for very sporadic. So we want to do something. We started that thing, right? And I gave it a name and I didn't like the name, and I don't remember what the name was. What do you think the name was? Open folder. It wasn't a very good name. Oh yes, Velay. Not a good name. Not a great name. I didn't know what to call it. That was a quick name. So the idea with this thing is to use WebRTC to get video from a browser outside of OBS to a video inside OBS. And it's kind of dumb that we have to do that, but I don't know that there's a way around it, unfortunately. Like, it's a bit of a bummer, because if there was a way, like, we could just get user media, that would probably make life easier, right? But I think we can't do that in a totally automated way. Like, I just don't think there's a way. CLR browser source. Like, what would be cool is if there was, you know, the browser source could magically just allow I don't exactly know what I need to search for to find this. Because if we could just get, yeah, there's lots of things that make this annoying, unfortunately, and lots of things that make it not a great experience for a broadcaster. The number one thing being in Windows, a camera is owned, you know, it's owned by the process that's using it to some extent, and so that might actually still be okay if you could get user. So like, I can't easily use my camera both in OBS and in another application at the same time. There's ways to do that. There's ways to like do virtual cameras and split them, but it's annoying and super not ideal. But I just kind of realized maybe there'd be a way if you could get user media in the web browser. That's funny. What a weird thing. Okay, well, what? The first result is our video from last week. That's pretty weird, huh? Maybe we should watch that video and learn how to do it. Okay, that's not what we want. We definitely don't listen to this person. They don't know what they're talking about. I don't want WebRTC though. I want the camera. If we could just get the camera in the browser through a feature policy. Interesting. Okay, but nobody. Is that a thing you can actually do? Feature policy. Feature is in the process of being introduced by browsers. So how does a feature policy work? I think that person doesn't know what a feature policy is. That doesn't seem like this actually solves. This is more like what you can do. Yeah, it's hard to imagine that would actually. I don't think that this person knows what they're talking about. I might be wrong. Well, it kind of seems like they don't know what they're talking about. How can we do this? Is this a thing we can do? Like if we could figure out how to do this, kind of surprised that it's just not more clear here. How is nobody else? I must just not be searching well, because this has to be a thing that people want to do, right? Okay, let's just start trying to. We just want to list. First off, we know what we need to do. We need to get away from stuff.go. So if we want to, yeah, enumerate devices, can we just get a list of cameras, everybody? So if we just had, just make an index. That's not where I wanted that. Like maybe, you know, maybe we still want to support WebRTC, but if we could avoid having to do that, then I feel like this would be easier for every single person. Like everyone on Earth, this would be easier. Great. Illegal return statement. What? Yeah, why would there be a return in here? Okay. Good. That worked very well. That's pretty weird. There's no with empty device IDs. What? No indication of what these things are, no labels or anything. That's cool. Microphones, cameras, headsets. Well, that seems dumb. Or if one or more media streams are active or persistent permissions are granted. The permissions is going to be that's the annoying part, you know? Like that's the part that is going to suck. But how do you do this? So that said, if one or more media streams are active or persistent permissions are granted, what does that mean? So do we need to do that separately? I feel like this whole, a lot of these like newer, this isn't that new, but like new-ish web APIs feel so clunky. Like why is this hard? Yeah, this is the thing. I feel like that's basically what we had, right? Okay, let's leave that in actually. Sure. Camera number 2. Cool. So type video input, so we're just making up a name for this, I guess. And so if I turn off my webcam, I deactivate this device, and now we try this again, is it any different? Sure doesn't seem to be. What was that site? That obs.ninja? No. obs.ninja. Add my camera to OBS. So we're gonna allow, and then after allowing, I get the thing. Hello, it's me. And of course it ruined my gain, but I added a button, so. I don't know. What are we making? We're trying to figure out our way around real-time video effects through a browser in OBS. And it's annoying, but there's got to be a way to do it. Maybe. If there's not a way to do it, we have to do it with WebRTC, which really makes things annoying for the broadcaster and for me to like support it. So if we could come up with a way to reasonably, you know, get user media in a browser, then we could do lots of cool stuff. I think the stuff we could do would be cool stuff, but like, how do you, like, this is not going to be real. So we want to actually, sure. I just need some example to use as a baseline. Good grief. Get out of here. I don't want your newsletter. So start camera. Oh boy. So we have to press that. Yeah, I think you have to. Hello, me. Hello. Hello. Hi. Welcome. How do I find what's possible and not possible with this tech? For me, often with stuff like this, it's just, I just imagine a thing I want to do. Like, you know, like the bouncing DVD head, whatever, just a simple thing. It's like, okay, I want to do real-time video effects, pixelate video, whatever. And I want to do it all in a web browser because it's the easiest way for me to write. So I know the thing I want to do. So I'm usually starting with like, hey, I have an idea of the thing I want to do. But then we have to look at what the tech actually offers. And of course, we're usually disappointed, and usually the APIs are not very good, and so on and so on. Like, usually everything's bad. Hello. Like, we got this. Yeah, there's just some way we could force the granting of this. Why do you touch my camera gain? That drives me crazy. That is so... Oh, Windows, you're so bad. There's no excuse for that. Like, if we do this, it just doesn't work, right? Like, we just don't... We don't actually get the permission request. And I don't think there's anything we can do about that. Like, we can do the fancy thing where we do, like, go to this, right-click, say interact, and we go in here and we click that button. But as far as, like, accepting a get user media, this is what we would need to do. Gosh, it feels like there should be a way to do this. I cannot understand why these programs are able to mess with my camera. Why? WebRTC, get user media. Yeah, like, oh boy. Look at these people with their crazy setups. How have more people not wanted to do this? Like, it may just be a non-starter, that approach. Even though it seems so obvious, and it seems like a thing you would definitely want, it just seems stupid. So then we kind of have two options. Yeah, I want this. Like, grant user media permissions persistently. Like, how could you do this? I'm actually shocked that this is not more of a thing. Like, that there aren't more people wanting to know how to do this. That is very surprising to me. Like, I really thought we would find, oh, there's just... And the way we have to do it, you know, on paper should not be that annoying, but it is. It's just like, gosh, could we figure out a way to do this that isn't the worst? Because if it was local, how do we do it? How do we do it? The path I have to do it just is lame, and I really would prefer to not do it in such an annoying way. Well, at least they got Buck Bunny going here, so that's good. That's promising. So, like, the thing we've got going, we've got all this stuff. It's the thing that is such a pain is the peer-to-peer part of it. Like, once we get it, we're able to upgrade. That stuff's worked okay. It's just annoying to... Maybe there's a... So an RTC peer connection. Create a peer connection. Send a call offer. Must be present. Receive the call offer. Receive the answer. So that's what that peer thing is doing for us. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't surprise me that it's not a widely supported thing. It's just, you know, OBS has been around for a long time, and the OBS browser plugin has been around for a long time. So I'm probably just missing it because I'm sure somebody somewhere has asked, "Hey, how do you do this particular thing?" So this dude, like, how could you do this? Is there a way that we can do this that we can skip some of the server stuff? Because the server stuff is really annoying. Like, if we could skip that and just have a way to say, like, my browser, whatever's in this browser is going to end up in a browser overlay over here, then that would be okay. But just looking at this, it looks like a hassle already. Oh boy. Like, I just want a local. Internet Connectivity Establishment Server. It seems crazy that there's not some way to do this without a server. Okay, that's you. And then on this side, receiving side, we wait for an incoming offer. Like this is using some, I don't even know what this is. A stun server, a Google stun server. Trickle ice. Like do we go this route? Do we really try to figure out these things ourselves, or do we just stick with this pure JS, which is not ideal? Definitely not ideal. Session traversal utilities for NAT. Cool. This sucks. This definitely sucks. Signaling can be implemented. Yeah, like what's the least terrible way? Seems like if I'm literally on the same computer, it should be easy to do. Same computer. Tabs or windows in the same browser, but that's not good enough. We need two separate applications. Jiraj, how's it going? Yeah, it's not good enough. Not good enough. I'm doing okay. Trying to figure out this annoying thing, but you know, that's usually what I'm doing. Trying to figure out an annoying thing. But it's okay. It's okay. Yeah. This is a pain in the butt. How did I know you were there? I could just feel your presence. Just feel it. I could feel someone looking over my shoulder. The feeling of being watched. Yeah, all this is not good. No, why are you watching me? What a weirdo. Simple raw WebRTC demo to peers with a super small WebSocket server. Okay, so they have a little server here that does the thing, which we could eventually build ourselves. I would really like to avoid that, but whatever. Okay, so we need to... I guess I'm just not going to get too hung up on this at the moment. So initial impressions are that one, there does not seem to be a super easy way to get user media. In crypto mining, no. If I wanted to waste electricity, I would just like leave the refrigerator door open all day long. I think there's lots. If your hobby is wasting electricity, which is all cryptocurrency is just a way to waste electricity, then I think there's more fun ways to waste electricity. Cryptocurrency is just an extremely complicated way to waste a whole lot of electricity. What would be the most fun way to waste electricity? You know, I like to sleep with a fan on. I could get a microwave and just run the microwave 24 hours a day just so it had a nice hum. And that would probably waste about as much electricity as crypto mining. Phones use electricity too. How many years would you have to try to mine Bitcoin on a phone to get 1 Bitcoin? Okay, anyway, let's look at the thing we have. What is the thing we have? We have a client. I think these names were not good names. But that's the point is the way, I mean, unless, you know, if it's a proof of work, if it's a cryptocurrency based on proof of work, the whole premise is that the more people that are mining, like the harder it gets. And just built, you know, that's just built into it. If it's proof of stake, whatever, there's other kinds of proof, but it's just a fundamental design aspect of any proof of work cryptocurrency that the more people involved, the more electricity it wastes. So yeah, maybe you could find a new coin that nobody cared about that was looking at that you could still mine, you know, in whatever. In 2011, you could mine Bitcoin at home. Then we have Localhost Server. Did I get these backwards? Or did I just break it? I thought we had this working. Oh yeah, of course. It's not going to work because my camera... Good grief. Yeah, this is annoying. The camera thing is pretty annoying. Okay, we'll just do deactivate when not showing for now and do this. And then did we do this wrong? I thought the server get user media of the stream. Did I do this backwards? I don't think I did. I think this is what we wanted. Refresh. Refresh. I am almost positive this worked last week. What have I broken? The client is where we actually did the fun animation, which we could have done that either side. How did we break this? So the whole premise was when we got a call, we would get user media. That would be the resulting stream. Then we'd send it. Yeah, what did we do? What happened? Actually, we should do this, right? Client. Huh. Uh-oh. No, that's fine. Okay, so this... Well, that's not great. The the peer-to-peer service, Peer.js, that we were trying to use is busted? Are we like using a wrong version or something? 131? So is their server just down? That's lame. Well, maybe it connected that time? Now I kind of forgot how this works. How does it work? No, it is timing out. We're just not getting... Well, what do we do about that? Do we... What was that other thing? Simple here? There was some other... It was this thing. You? Simple peer? Simple peer? So... HTML page lets you manually connect packet to the browser with Browserify. What is the server, though? So this is 2 peers. Simple peer. Manually connect 2 peers. 2 peers in the same web page. You would never do this. Okay. Ooh. What server does this use? Signaling server, usually, yeah, okay. So how... ICE servers. It is the responsibility of the application developer, that's you, to get this data to other peers. This usually entails using WebSocket signaling server. Oh boy, this is annoying. I feel like this is not useful. Manually connect 2 peers. Is this real? I feel like I don't believe it. I think we tried this, right? Like how one of these is supposed to be found 1, right? Simple peer is not defined. Sure. Sure. Of course it's not. How about that? No? Okay, so we got that thing. We got this thing. And then we've got this one. So now what? Hey systems receivers. Hey systems, yeah, okay, so that's a pain. So this is what normally would happen over the WebSocket setup, I guess. So did they not offer? They don't give you any hints as to what you should use for that? They're annoying. I think that there would be some hint. Okay, simple signal. Is this the simple signaling server to use with? Yeah. Common signaling scheme is to connect two clients by having one client call the ID of the other. So this is just a Socket.io based version of that. Hello. Koskun Tekken Tech on Concrete. What is my issue in my life? I've got a lot of issues. It's true. I can probably turn this back on again with the broken game. My life issue is Tech on Concrete. It's good. I like Tech on Concrete. My issue is that software is not very good. It's just not designed very well. It doesn't work very well. It's a sad story. It's difficult. How are you today? So we could use this, probably. Just install it somewhere. It feels like there should be a way to do this without needing this. I kind of don't want to use Socket.io because then that sends us down this path of needing to use Socket.io, so we could write our own thing. So we'd have to have our own signaling server. We could do that with Cloudflare workers or whatever. But this one is, right? This uses Socket.io. Janus. I looked at Janus a long time ago. That's the name I forgot about. Janus. Will it do the thing that I want? Like I specifically want to do signaling. Like I want... I feel like I looked at this once upon a time and I don't remember why. A few years ago we were doing some WebRTC stuff. The famous AppRTC demo. So what is Janus actually the server? Do we have to host it? Do they host it? Like, is Janus a thing that we would install somewhere? So I have to host it though, right? Or they don't have some like fancy hosted service. This is so annoying because I have two browser windows on the same machine that I want a WebRTC connection between, and I have to have a server to do that. Seems lame. I mean, I know there's ways I could do it if it was the same web browser, but it happens to not be the same web browser in this case. Like if I have to host it, I would probably want to just do Cloudflare workers, so it would scale infinitely. So which would just be, yeah, this is almost what I want. It's unfortunate they use Socket.io. I wish they didn't. I used to really like Socket.io, and over time I have come to not like it anymore. I mean, we could build this ourselves, just like such a distraction. Yeah, I mean, it's just, all I need to do is just establish, you know, the signaling part to say like, hey, I'm you and you're me, buddy. WebSocket chat. Oh, it's part of our first, okay. Like, I don't want to go through, yeah. We need a signaling server. You can use anything you want. Just kind of lame. WebSocket API to send information as JSON strings between each client and the server. The server supports several message. I mean, that's what that pure, you know, that's what that pure.js thing is. They already wrote it. It's just, it's just broken right now, seemingly. Which we could host that ourselves too. It's just anything like that that's WebSocket-y is only going to scale so much. I guess we don't care that much in this case because it would be, you know, we're not using that. It's just to negotiate the connection. Once you negotiate the connection, you don't care anymore. So scalability is not as important. It's just pretty annoying that their service is busted, a little bit busted. What are you making something cool with Janus? What are you making with Janus? So just to get going, I guess we could just have a local copy of this. Like, what does it actually look like? An Express Pure server. This looks like they made this more complicated than it needed to be. That's my immediate reaction. That it's a little over-engineered. And guess what? It doesn't matter if it's over-engineered if the service doesn't run. Well, lame. But anyway, we could just run this locally, I guess. Well, I don't want to do this. Run the server. Yeah, I just don't know if I want to spend the time. Oh, zooming it up. Yeah, I mean, the thing that I want to do is the following. The core thing I want to do is I just want to do real-time video effects and use them in OBS. So then the question is, how do I do that? So then, and probably to like hook them into Heat. So, you know, I could write OBS plugins or whatever, but that is annoying for me and annoying for the broadcaster to install special plugins and stuff. So what would be amazing is if you just had your web browser and you had some video in your web browser, and then I did whatever I wanted to it. And that would be great, but get user media. I don't think I can just straight up get user media in OBS. Because I can't say yes to it unless there's maybe there's some secret launch parameter that would force it, but I don't think there is. I don't think there's some magical. Classic had something kind of like that, I think, but anyway. Yeah, so as far as a way to just get a camera in a web page, I'm still shocked that, like, am I just being bad at Google today? Like, I want a webcam and a browser source. That doesn't seem like that should be that hard. Use fake UI for media stream? Whoa, what is that? What the heck is this? Doesn't exactly seem right. Wow, avoids the need to grant camera microphone permissions. Is this what I wanted my whole life? This is it? This is the secret? I'd have to stop streaming to be able to test it though. The command line. Oh, I see. So it's the browser sources. Yeah, this is you. This is my dude right here. Hunter Pole Peter. That's exactly what I want to happen. Allow this page to access. So there's not just some thing that I missed, right? Some way to just give me. Oh, it's not immediately obvious. Enable media stream. So wait, does that mean this is not actually in? Can't use user media devices without flag. No way to access user media devices without having to use flag, added flag. Chromium by default will prompt user permission. This permission prompt can be bypassed since we pass all user specified flags. As we regard this to be unsafe default to flavor, we will not add this. Okay, so this is a real thing. Is this actually a real thing? So the problem is when you do this and you do get user media, in a normal web browser, this will happen. OBS, Ninja. So you will, no, OBS.Ninja. You will get the get user media prompt. Well, we've already done it in this browser. So we need to do it over, like here, you will get the browser's permission prompt. But if I want to get the camera inside OBS, then I can't do this, So my two options are either find a way to give myself camera access inside the web browser, which would simplify a whole lot of things, or do this stupid WebRTC setup, which is already annoying me because it's annoying. It's already annoying. But I didn't know about this fake thing. So this fake thing, what I'm confused about, like, you got a wiki? This is not a good wiki. What I'm confused about is if that's a real thing. Like, is that actually... Like, I want to... Where does this thing? So what is this person doing? They just tried to make it where that's the default or something in their PR? Like, is that just making this a default? But it is there? So, like, if we do this... Is this real? Who is this? Is this Chrome that does this? So, like, if we had Chrome here... Where are you, Chrome? How do I find the actual place you are? Yeah. So are you telling me the following? Are you telling me that if I do this and this, Windows. How do you do this in Windows? Or in stupid PowerShell? Okay, let's not do PowerShell. Because I don't... PowerShell's really stupid about command line arguments like that. You are using an unsupported command line flag. Stability and security will suffer. Okay, so if we go here and we disable this camera, and then we go over here, and I say add your camera to OBS, then it worked, and I didn't have to do any permissions. Well, so are you telling me that if I start OBS with that, I mean, that's definitely kind of annoying for people, but that would potentially make my life so much easier. Okay. I'm going to stop streaming for just a minute. Yeah. I think I'm going to stop streaming, and I'm going to try to restart OBS with that flag, and we'll see if it works. I kind of don't think it'll work. Some part of my heart tells me that it won't work, but we'll be right back, and we'll see what happens. Okay, excuse me. Give me 2 minutes. Goodbye.